if you're not engaging in the political system, you can't expect it to change. And the change isn't going to happen overnight. The change will come over a long period of time. But if you don't start struggling from now, it's never going to happen. Every avalanche starts from a snowball. So each one of us have to be that snowball, and we need to all come together and eventually cause that avalanche. Now, me, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be that snowball. I'm trying to be that individual who's trying to begin the process of change. And maybe I might not see that change in my lifetime. Who knows? It could take a very, very long time. But if we don't start now, it's never going to happen. I want my kids, I don't have kids yet, but I want my kids, when I do have them, to grow up in a world where, for example, genocide is not the norm, right? We cannot live in a world where the International Criminal Court and the International Court of Justice, their rulings and their orders and their verdicts are being ignored and belittled and laughed at. We can't live in a lawless society, right? And that's the direction we're heading in, because people that have the power to stop this and people that have the power to protest against this aren't turning up to vote. They're not even registering to vote. Now, unfortunately, it's too late to register to vote because the deadline was passed on the 18th of June. But for those of you who are, I urge you, please turn up at your polling station on July the 4th and vote with your heart. I'm not saying vote for me specifically. I'm saying vote with your heart and vote for a party that will stand for positive change, or a candidate rather, party or candidate. But why you should vote for me specifically, if you're living in Enfield North, that is. If you don't live in Enfield North, unfortunately, you can't vote for me. But if you're living in Enfield North, why you should vote for me is because I'm from Enfield, right? I know what you go through every single day, because I go through the same thing myself every single day. I get stuck in those same traffic jams. I get stuck on those in the same waiting list to go see a doctor or a dentist. I'm experiencing the same things that you're experiencing. I'm having problems with my rent the same way you're having problems with your rent. And you guys don't, at the moment, I feel, and I'm sure you feel as well, don't have an MP that really understands what you're going through, right? They might know what you're going through, but do they really understand it? Do they feel it in their heart? Are they going through it themselves? So that's one of the reasons why you should vote for me. And also, I'm not a politician, okay? Now, politica actually is a Greek word, for those of you who might know Greek. Poly means many or multiple, and tika means face or faces, right? So politica basically means multiple faces, or in English we might say two-faced. Now, me, I'm not a politician. I don't even know how to lie, even if I wanted to lie, right? I'm terrible at that. So I'm not even going to bother trying to lie to you. What you see is what you get with me. And we need someone, I think, who's not a politician, who's not being corrupted by the process that many politicians go to get to where they are, to get to the point of being an MP. We need someone who's a little bit unorthodox, someone who thinks outside of the box, someone who has come from a different direction, from a different angle, with new, fresh ideas and new approaches. And that's what I am. If you want change, then you're going to need someone who's different. But if you're happy with the way things are and your life is all hunky-dory, then by all means, go continue voting the same way you've been voting for every other election before this one. But from what I'm hearing on the streets, most people are not happy. Most people want change. Well, if you want change, you're not going to get that by voting Labour or Conservative. I'll tell you that much here.